Hello, drafters. I'm Felonious. Thanks for coming to my draft. Throw me a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to do a premiere, a remix draft artifacts before it ends. I already bought into this late at night, thinking I might do a bedtime draft, and then thought better of it. So here we are. Let's play one more round of these awesome artifacts. I've been having a good time with these this artifact cube set they've created. It's brutal, it's fast paced, it's also grindy, full of strong synergies. It's pretty fun to draft. Feels like a modern set or a cube. And it doesn't have to be artifact themed. You can draft like +1/+1 counters. Just so happens artifacts are pretty dang good. Lots of good cards in this pack. Cleanup Crew is a very good card. Mishra's Research Desk, great card. Mortar Pod, pretty good. Visions of Phyrexia is pretty sweet. If you can survive and get this out, then, I mean, it draws you a card every turn. And when you play it, it makes a Power Stone at the end step, too. I've started some drafts with this card, and I've been pretty impressed. Red is not my favorite color to be playing in this, but it can totally be awesome. So let's take this. Go from there, passing the Cleanup Crew and the Wave Sifter and Opportunist. I mean, some people don't like Mr. Research Desk nearly as much as I do. There is a chance it'll wheel. I see that happen. Nothing that's too exciting after taking Visions of Phyrexia. I see this Maulfist Revolutionary. Honestly, I don't even know what the red-green theme is in this. But that does not excite me. I like the idea of a Mortar Pod. That's usually pretty good in a red deck. Bake into the Pie is good. But I don't think it's necessarily where we want to be. Arcana Cell is pretty hard to cast. Recommission's good. I could take Slagwood's Bridge and just stay open, take an artifact land. But I think Mortar Pod will be good with a lot of the red creatures. See what happens. I like Combat Thresher. I also like Static Net. I think Combat Thresher's... Oh, that's close. Combat Thresher's probably a little bit better in this set, but Static Net is great. And it's a good way to survive, get out my visions. Static Net's got to be one of the best uncommons in this set. Exiling anything. Because there's a lot of tokens, a lot of +1/+1 counters and such. This ends up getting a lot of good stuff. Gaining life, making a Power Stone. I like Combat Thresher a lot. We're going to take Static Net. Ooh, all right. Rebel Salvo. That's perfect in a red-white deck where you're getting equipment. Like that Mortar Pod. I see Citizen's Arrest. I like it. I see this Arcbound Tracker, and I don't expect to wheel either one, even though I would like to. Rebel Salvo it is. Ooh. Barbed Spike. That's excellent. I mean, that's a 2/1 flyer that leaves around an equipment when it's dead. Glint Sleeve Artisan's good. No wheels from this pack. We're happy with that Barbed Spike. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Rabbit Battery. Another equipment. There are a lot of good payoffs for equipment in the red-white deck. Tawashi Songshaper's pretty strong. This artifact land wouldn't be bad, but Rabbit Battery's great. Okay. Arcbound Tracker or Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. Going wide and equipment don't necessarily go hand in hand. I think I'm going to take this Arcbound Tracker because it can stack up. It's an artifact. Puzzle Knot's good, but I haven't been quite as impressed with it as I'd expect to be. And I have been impressed with Arcbound Tracker, so I'm going to take it. Citizen's Arrest, Puzzle Knot. Oh man, look at all these good red-white cards. I'm going to take Citizen's Arrest because it's a good removal spell, and good removal feels kind of rare in this set. Cartographer's Companion. I'm in. I don't care about Mirren Bardiche that much. Though I feel like I was wrong taking this over the Puzzle Knot. Just because I want blockers to survive until I get here. But the Arcbound Tracker will be good, I believe. Salivating Gremlins does not excite me. It's fine, but I'm going to take this bridge. Arcbound Slasher. Okay. Demand Answers. I guess there's a chance I could play that. Halvar, God of Battle. Wow. For red-white equipment, it's exactly the kind of thing we want to see. Creatures you control, enchanted or equipped, have double strike, free movement of equipment, and then Sword of the Realms is awesome. You'll often just play it for Sword of the Realms, but I already have a good amount of equipment, so Halvar, God of Battle it is. A Rabbit Battery. Scrapwork Mutt, I think, is the pick here. Mishra's Research Desk is also quite good. But I'm pretty light on 2-drops. And the Mutt just helps you get to everything you need. It's a good card. Mishra's Research Desk is also quite good. But I'm taking the Mutt. I need creatures. Arcbound Mouser might not be bad. Now that I have a couple artifact creatures, yeah, I could get a little Arcbound theme going. The Slasher, we'll see if it makes it in, but Flame Discharge. That is removal. I do have a lot of modified creatures. Yeah, I think I should take that. It is an instant after all, which makes it even better. Puzzle Knot or Aki Emberkeeper. I mean, artifacts don't matter that much for me, but I do have modified creatures pretty often, and with Mortarpod and Mortarpod and Aki Emberkeeper is a pretty sweet combo. I also see Perilous Mirror that I like. Puzzle Knot. We're going to take the Emberkeeper. Fits our theme. Ooh, Batterfist. Excellent. That seems pretty good with Arcbound things, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to take that. See if I can get another Arcbound creature to cycle with it. If that reads what I think it does, yeah, just keep swapping them. Junkyard Genius would be a pretty awesome splash here, but I'm going to take the Mirror Sire over the Song Shaper. Oh, wow. Another Genius. Plundering Pirate's probably fine too, but I didn't want it. Rabbit Battery or a Research Desk. Probably just the Rabbit Battery. Keep going with all of these. Ooh. Oops. Goblin Engineer with Mishra's Research Desk is a pretty cool engine if I can have something to sacrifice. Whoops. Whoops. It's okay. I'm being very aggressive with this deck. I might not end up playing any of these artifact lands. I might cut a land to be a little bit faster. Ooh. So Ken's Smelter, and we have the Mearsire. So Ken's Smelter is awesome. That's a veritable bomb in this set. Absolutely. Throbbing Inspector is really good too. Crown's decent. So Ken's Smelter is a bomb. Snagging it. Welding Sparks. I see Arcbound Prototype, and I do like the look of it. Let's see. See what our removal looks like. I could probably use another modular creature. But I'm going to take Welding Sparks. Another Static Net. Or in my first Ultec Cloud Guard. Ultec Cloud Guard's probably good. I'm going to take Static Net. Keep taking good removal and just try to get the most out of all these awesome equipment creatures. Oh, man. As much as I very much want that Ancestral Blade, I guess Ancestral Blade with Goblin Engineer is pretty good. I think I should take this prototype. Wow. That's kind of awesome. Lethal Demolition. Another Barbed Spike. Let's get rid of this Slasher. Voltage Surge or another Barbed Batter Fist. Probably this Voltage Surge. Oh, Wield the Throbbing Inspector. That's pretty wild. I'm going to cut some cards here. Oh, that card's pretty good. Wheel. We cut that Cartographer's Companion. Artifact doesn't matter as much, but the creature does. I think Ambitious Assault will be good here. Aki Emberkeeper would be pretty good too if I could sneak it in. Goblin Engineer, what's going to put on Arcbound Tracker in my graveyard? Or maybe it puts a Barbed Spike in there, and I can just cycle Barbed Spikes. I can just swap Barbed Spikes on and off. Goblin Engineer is going to be pretty sweet. How much do I care about the Glint Sleeve Artisan? Do I want a 16th land or this Glintsleeve Artisan? I don't think I want to cut another land. That's 15 lands doesn't seem like enough. I know I have a lot of 1 and 2 drops. Maybe I could get by with 15 lands. I have the Scrapwork Mutt. I don't know. I don't feel right about it. I'm going to take out the Artisan. And I feel pretty good about this. Yeah, this looks solid. All right. Let's play some Boros. Got some awesome rares to play with. Cool little equipment theme. Ancestral Blade would have been good. That might have been a wrong pick. But I also think that Arcbound Ravager will be quite good. Oh no. I don't like playing Arcbound Prototype without any backup creatures, but oh well. It's a lot of lands to be drawing. Ooh. Bone Splitter is quite a threat. And War Whip costs even less. Oh no, it's just equip costs 1 less. Well, that was a bad draw. It's about as bad as it gets for me. Another land. Man, maybe I should have cut some land. I've drawn 4 lands. Well, you know, sometimes you get screwed. Wow, another Bone Splitter. That's nice. Yeah, it's probably too late. That Blade Hold War Whip out, and he just needs a mana. Let's find out. Well, it's not War Whip. Do we have a chance? We do not. Did not feel right. Drew way too many lands there. But I still think 16 lands looks pretty good for this deck. Oh well. Let's give it another shot. Nothing wrong with losing the first one. Invigorates us for the rest of the games. I can get down with this. Doink. We'll see how quickly this team of 4/1 power creatures can kill my opponent. I think this is the way to do it. That way I can sacrifice the Power Stone next turn to the Smelter and get in another 3 damage. Very good. Good game. So we were hoping to see for our red-white deck. See if we can get a couple more of those. 5 more in a row, I suppose. Climb us right up into Mythic. Duskmorn tomorrow. Won't be able to resist playing 3 to 4 seals. Sounds great. I'll play my Spike first. Make sure I can get some value out of the prototype. My opponent's mana base is beautiful right now. I could take some damage. Wait to have to trade off with the Justiciar, but I'm just going to do this. That way I can play the prototype and Sword of the Realms and equip it on the following turn because I'll have this Power Stone. Guy's Gift. Pretty strong. Oh no, she's got a removal spell for the Static Net. No? Oh, okay. How pleasant. Seemed like he was going to play something there. I'm glad that result. Could have been in trouble otherwise. Alright, so now with 6 mana next turn, I can do all sorts of fun stuff. I can like give this vigilance. Artifact creatures. Well, I suppose that is a bit of a problem. It doesn't really make sense to have it on the barbed spike, but that's where it's going. Alright, big old Thopter. Holding the sword, a rabbit, has a spike on it. It's a suited up Thopter. That worked out very well. Fancy plays with that bargain mechanic. What a great top deck. Here we go. What's he got? Okay. Interesting. Excellent. Got him. Why did he play that card? He was at 1 life. That was a ballsy move. The only thing he could have flipped was a land and not died. All right. I guess I doubt he thought that one through very well. Or maybe he just knew he was dead. Yeah, I guess he knew he was dead, so he had to dig for something. He just wanted to see what the top card of his deck was. All right. That worked out pretty well. The curve was excellent, in fact. Here we go, jumping in. Excellent hand. Wow. This is really good. I think I should just put a barbed spike in there so that I can start using the barbed spike to flip-flop things. What is my opponent doing? I suppose that's a pretty good way to do it, isn't it? Get 2 creatures out. All right, got my value out of the engineer. I'm pleased. Wow, Rebel Salvo is looking pretty nice at the moment. 3 removal spells in hand. 2-turn clock. Looking good. Boom, boom, boom. Unless he has a board wipe. And even then, we're going to be in pretty good shape with another Throbbing Inspector. Alrighty. Works for me. Good game. Boros artifacts. Smash them up and play 1-2 drops all day. So far, the Arcbound Ravager has done its job. I do like Ancestral Blade, though. Had I not had the Goblin Engineer, is that what it's called? Goblin Artificer? I don't remember. If I didn't have that card, I would have taken Ancestral Blade, which is, maybe a little backwards because cycling the equipment is nice, but flipping those barbed spikes back and forth, kind of the dream, and I got to do it once with the Batterskull, so that was cool. This hand's pretty good. I hope I don't draw too many more lands, because it'll get a lot worse fast if that happens. Yeah, maybe I do need to be playing a couple more of the artifact lands just for Gleeful Demolition and the Smelter. But, that's rough. But I really don't like tapped lands in an aggressive deck like this. This is absurd. Get in for 3. Yeah, I thought so. I did not really draw any fodder for that. Man, 1 turn too late. That's brutal. But we're still going to play Arcbound Prototype and not tap correctly for it and kind of be sad. And that's okay. If he wants to trade here, that just means I have a 3-3. I think he would rather suit it up. Make an enormous Perilous Mirror. It's going to be a 7/7 Perilous Mirror. It's wild. I really wish I'd tapped for that prototype correctly. Dang auto tapper. This Voltage Surge would be a lot more handy otherwise. Oof. And that'll do it. Voltage Surge would not have been that handy. I still would have maybe used it. I don't know. Dowsing device, eh? don't really want to take 12 very badly. Make it huge. I'll block. We'll try one more attack before using Rebel Salvo and a block to kill it. Uh-oh. Well, if he gives that haste and attacks, okay. Not a fan. Oof. Another land. That is brutal. How would I... 6, 7, 8 lands, 7 spells. What a shame. What a way to lose. I appreciate having the ability to play some Magic. So maybe I can do that next game. Get a spell or two. I have a demand answers, right? Demand answers, cut a land. What do you know? Cutting a land. Don't see any lands. All right, here we go. Battery into engineer, or engineer and a prototype sacrifice. Probably better. I don't know how well this will work. I did not get the modular, but that's okay. We're going to get rid of that perpetrator. All right. I like the sword side better than the halbar side. It's more reusable. It's more value. Oh, it's pretty good for him. Oh, all right. I'll take it. Good game. I did have a 2-turn clock on him. And, I mean, to be fair, I guess he did too, but he didn't have trample. He did not have a 2-turn clock on me. I had a 2-turn clock on him. And that's why he quit. We'll take it. That was rather fast. Goblin Engineer doing crazy stuff. Okay, here we go. We've got a game, and we've got a great hand. Polish my deck. What a classy fellow. As much as I like Goblin Engineer, I would rather block that thing. Okay. I accept these terms. Should I take some damage from the koi? He'll probably kill the Goblin Engineer in his blue-red deck. Probably just let the Koi survive and get out a couple dudes. Let it survive for now, that is. I'd like to just be able to kill it for 2 mana with the discharge. Or 1 if he equips it, that is. I couldn't do that without a modified creature out. So I'm willing to take 3 more damage before taking care of that. Oh, here's a combo he's got. Oh, well, he didn't discard an artifact. Take care of that and call it a turn. He's got blue mana. I don't want to mess with doing that during his turn. I just want that to be dead. So a bunch of expensive removal spells in my hand, but I have this Goblin Engineer, so maybe everything will be just fine. Ooh. Things are not going to be just fine. At least not for the Goblin Engineer. Let's see here. Ye old pirate hat. Sorry for that. Sometimes you gotta slap the mic. I mean, he doesn't have any cards in hand. I don't need to have 3 removal spells sitting around. I might as well just kill him, right? It was a relevant draw. That's a win. Good game. Is that our 5th win? I think that's our 5th win. Let's get 2 more. Snag that trophy and that mythic title. Here we go. Round 8. Ooh, the Chandra is my opponent. I fear her fire. Now, this is very tempting to keep. I'm going to do it. Because if I draw a mountain, that smelter's going to go pretty hard. And I have a few plays to make otherwise, so we'll see what happens. I want the prototype out first so I can attack with it. I should not have attacked because I'm going to expect him to play artifacts, but whatever. I'll just static net that. It's not the kind of thing we want to see. Nice. Exactly what we want to see. Let's just start using this. Okay. He's charging up that vat. Oh, yeah, that was modified. I could get the vat, but I'm just going to get this rebel. I don't really want to lose my smelter, but yeah, it's not worth it. Okay. You have an Arcbound Slasher. suppose I'll exile that. Make a Power Stone, move to combat, and sacrifice the Power Stone, and attack for 9. Looks good. He could bring back his Justiciar for lifelink blocking and do something else, but I've got removal and get to add another 2 power in the air. So I think he's dead. Oh, he's going with the Smith. Boop. You will block nothing and like it. Goodbye, Chandra. Good game. All right, that's 6 wins. Let's get one more and hop into Mythic. I have visions of a Phyrexian Mythic future. Haven't been able to use Visions of Phyrexia much, but this red-white deck's pretty sick. Goblin Engineer, Soken's Smelter. Those are both pretty awesome ways to make use of all the extra artifacts I have. It's funny that I didn't end up taking any of those Cogworkers puzzle knots. Probably would have ended up being better than the Arcbound trackers. I haven't even used the tracker. Oh yeah, that's a good hand. That's pretty good. Sacrifice your blood token. Pump up your creatures. Quite strong. But what if, when they died, they didn't? Can't use that yet. Okay. He's assembling some combo pieces. And we've got an engineer online. Let's just get spiky. The more spikes, the merrier. Uh-oh. About to be making a lot of 1/1s. Okay, we're about to make an army of flyers. Might as well take advantage of this Sword of the Realms. Not bad. Nice top deck. Now I can just get back um, the rabbit battery and equip it with the sword. Ooh, that's pretty good. Well, I guess I don't get to do all of that, do I? Yeah, I'll just play it safe. I've got a good engine. So does he, but I have these flyers. That looks like lethal to me. Doesn't it? Oh, he has foods. Oops. Well, let's not accidentally lose for that mistake. In retrospect, seeing the food, I just shouldn't have equipped the rabbit battery. He gets to make some 1/1s. Get in and attack. I should have just equipped the Arcbound Tracker with the Sword of the Realms. Gotten in 2 less damage. Going for lethal next turn. That's okay. I'll just block. I have enough artifacts to sacrifice to bring back the tracker if I really choose to. Good game. All right. That's a trophy. 7 wins. A masterpiece. Mythic. Well, thanks for watching me, folks. I'm Felonious. That was an awesome draft. Red-White Remix Artifacts draft. Put us up into rank 710. Check out for some more videos in the near future for Duskmourn. I'm going to be powering through that set, playing a lot of it. It looks awesome. I played a little bit of the pre-release, had some fun. And I'm going to make it up to that top 250 for a free qualifier. Let's look at this deck one last time. Look at all these uncommons. Couple barbed spikes, couple rabbit batteries. We had the Goblin Engineer and the Sokensen Smelter. A bunch of great removal. Gleeful Demolition for a funny win once. And this sword here, Sword of the Realms, that was an MVP for sure. Rebel Salvo was awesome. Static Nets. This deck was great. Thanks for watching again. This is a Felonious Masterpiece. 7-2. I appreciate you. Peace.